Hey there. So let's talk about kind of creating images for original prints. So there are so many different ways to do this, and but I'm just going to show you kind of one little process, and then of course you can kind of veer a little bit here and there. There is always a big discussion on, what is really original art and with the plethora of stuff on like Google Images, and even before that, people took pictures of things and recreated things and whatever the case is. So, I would say if you are really trying to prepare a design portfolio, I will encourage you to draw as much as possible. If you're in here having fun, you're just trying to like learn some design things, and maybe you're just not as developed yet in your drawing skills. I would say, the way this is the lowest art skills and the lowest amount of original that will at least count for this print assignment, if that helps. So the thing that's kind of nice to do is start to create essentially a motif clipboard. It's essentially a library. It's your own personal library of indexed, clean images that you can just plop on to a print. You can actually pop onto any of your Kaledo software. So we kind of start it here in print. So where's this motif clipboard? It's essentially something weird here. Motif clipboard. So it's this little round dot up here next to kind of up in the utilities here. So as you can see, this is just the one I've been kind of working around with today or so. I have a little octopus in here. I have a face thing. So essentially I have color reduced it. So I have colors associated with it. I've cleaned it and all that sort of jazz to make it. To then just kind of plop it in like we were doing with like adapted prints when we were kind of pulling out, just kind of copy and pasting images. So I was working on this Frida because I'm obsessed. And actually on this one, this is again the lowest level of drawing and considering original. So I want to do kind of maybe a two-directional Frida print. Okay, I'll do a couple of videos of this. So I found this cool image of Frida. Who doesn't love it? I mean, it's all about the brows in my life. So this is what I brought in. So I can check down here and I see, ooh, this is a true color, because it's all, I am in multi-palette. When you start creating this clip art, you might want to make sure that you're in edit preferences, that you're in multi-palette mode and not single. So if you're seeing an S down there, I would go ahead and click on this multi-palette mode. And so this is my original. So then I went and I took out the background and I put it into colors. Here, let's get a little closer. You can see the kind of the definition. So, I started here, which was like a 76 DPI, turned it into 300, then started to color reduce it, created a color palette for it. Then I went through the Clean Image Studio, I did a couple. I did like clean noise, reduce noise, dilute, yeah, some other things. Then I needed to go and I needed to really get in here because, like, as you can see, there's still like a lot of noise, as we would say, in her brows. And, Frida's brows needs to be Frida brows. So it needed to be, removed. So you can see how I went in and painted and removed some things. And, you can see, anyway, you can see where I did that. So I just kind of wanted to kind of walk us through here. So this is kind of probably what I'll end up putting in my clip art. Or sorry, in my motif clipboard, which is right here. And once this is cleaned, you can see I have a palette associated with it. It's cleaned, it looks great, it's ready to go. Maybe not, maybe I'll still do some things to it. But then you just really click and you drag it into your motif clipboard. And so now it's ready to just pop on a repeat. In general, there are other things you can do in here, but at least for this purpose, this is what we're going to use. So that's just kind of the process of getting it to maybe a Motif clipboard. I'm going to do another video really going in more detail of how I cleaned this up here. So see you in the next one.